So I set a little challenge for myself to make a cube. This is 0.5mm thick mild steel, and I TIG welded it into a cube. It didn't come out too bad. I've cleaned up some of the edges. You see that one's got some grinding marks on it, where I came through and ground off some of the bead. The main problem, the good edges, like this one here that has no bead on it, that's not ground, that's just how it looks after the weld. The metal had no gap there, so it was just zoop, and it was easy peasy. There's another one that was relatively, I had to put a bit of filler on there. I had to put filler on all the corners because I blew out most of the corners, but yeah, relatively happy with this. I think it might be airtight, I don't know, and I can't check. I could put it in a pressure chamber or something like that. But yeah, so the main takeaway I learned from doing this is that, like this nice edge here, that was the one I did first, because the edges were perfectly mated. There were no gaps, it was a consistent overlap across the entire length, and it was just a dream. I just went zoop, and Bob's your uncle. And if there was ever a tiny gap, then the edges of the metal would begin to sort of peel apart from each other, and like a bead would form on the leading edge of each side, and it was really difficult to sort of tease them together so the surface tension would complete the weld. And it's the only filler rod I have for mild steel is about 1.5mm in diameter. I would have preferred a finer filler for this. That might have made it a bit easier. But yeah, it's very hard to feed the puddle when I had to really keep moving, because if I stopped it just melt straight through. But, you know, I like that. Looks nice. I might grind all the edges down so it's nice and flat, or sand them down maybe, that might work better. And then lacquer it or galvanize it or something so it doesn't rust. Because yeah, I can see even my fingerprints are starting to rust it. Okay, bye bye.